All right, there, wonderful people, lovers of freedom. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to each and every one of you. Welcome back to Let's Talk TV, your one and only YouTube platform where they're giving up back-to-back updates on how things they be. Okay, the latest one with the boss brain. Without further ado, yes, over 10,000 Nigerian soldiers have resigned. They don't run as a Tinubu government has faltered and has not done anything to move forward. Biafra Liberation Army at the same time has advanced with immediate effects. Okay, without much wasting of your time, let us go into the details of this news. Yes, a wave. They don't start down with a wave. A wave of panic has swept through the Nigerian military as over 10,000 have reportedly tendered their resignation in what is being seen as a major crisis for the government of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. The mass resignation comes amidst growing dissatisfaction with the government's handling of security challenges rather, especially in the southeast where the Biafra Liberation Army has made significant advances. Sources within the Nigerian Zoo Armed Forces, of course, confirmed that the soldiers, many of them stationed in conflict zones, have cited poor working conditions, lack of adequate weaponry, delayed salaries, and overwhelming stress as key reasons for their departure. This development has left a significant gap in the country's military apparatus at a time when insurgency, banditry, and movements are on the rise, which would, my people, only make things worse, even with the state of how things are at the moment, with how there is a rise in everything at the moment. According to the military insiders, morale within the armed forces has been steadily declining since the beginning of the year, with many soldiers feeling abandoned by the federal government. Promises of reforms and better support for troops have largely gone unmet, and the situation has reached a boiling point in recent months. An anonymous soldier who recently resigned spoke to the reporters about the dire conditions. He said, "We had sent into dangerous territories with outdated weapons and no clear strategy. Our families are not taken care of and we are paid late. How do you expect us to fight under these conditions?" My people, you they see na the same zoo country where some people go open mind. They talk say they won't go actually represent. My people, go actually end well for anybody at all because now yourself you they go kill. You are just sending yourself to judgment. You allow Nigeria to happen to you because that is what the case will be. Because they are not even treating you well. They are not even doing anything to help your life. Nothing at all. And you think it's going to be well with anything that concerns you. It is a complete waste of your time. Okay, let us continue. Reports also suggest that the government has been slow to respond to the growing resignation crisis, with attempts to contain the situation largely ineffective. The loss of the experienced personnel has crippled several ongoing operations, particularly in the northeastern and southeastern regions, where Boko Haram and the other groups continue to pose significant threats. Again, in the midst of the turmoil within the Nigerian military, the Biafra Liberation Army, the BLA, a group fighting for the independence of the Biafra land, has reportedly gained ground in the southeast, emboldened by the Zoo military's internal crisis, which is normal. The Biafra Liberation Army has intensified its efforts with reports of group seizing of control of key towns and launching coordinated attacks on military outposts. And these things will keep on happening until the respect and allow the release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and allow the Biafra independence. Only then, I repeat, only then can peace reign and can everybody go back to what they were doing. Yes, my people, at this particular point, will let you hear from the other sources that we have from the next audio you would hear. Enjoy.
To make a brief video, a 5 minutes video, and send to them so that they can post it. And they were telling her to insult you, castigate you, and say that you must not interfere to her case again. I don't know if you have seen that video, but that video is online now. So that one apart. Then the second question is, in Cape Azua now, you know, initially before we thought that because you talked about the fake siblings of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. So before, initially we thought they have understood who is actually fighting for their brother's rule. Though somebody like me know their role, especially in Kenon Uno, with Kenon Ama, we know their role on the kidnap of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. So I cannot be convinced in any way. But we thought they have calmed down all this while. But in Cape Azua, it seems like the devil has started rearing its ugly head. So my question is, do you think they have now come together again with the DOS West African Limited to carry out their second attack?
No. They have not come back together. As a matter of fact, Oyendu Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have warned them never to attack me again. But as you can see, the attack is still coming, which means they have no regard for him. Two, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have also threatened and warned the one they call Uchechi never to utter a word against me again. And I challenge them to come on social media and bring her again on Radio Biafra to attack me. And then they will see the consequences of that. That is the latest.
Wow.
So the one they call Meme is a cat snatcher. Are you aware that he was locked up for 3 months?
He
was just released a few days ago. He was locked up.
Engaged you on the conversation on this very space, and I thank you for always coming up to update us on this space. We appreciate you for this.
He was locked up, detained for
and also, I want to say history always have a way of repeating itself. And you have always taken your time to educate us and also teach us things we in Nigeria or those of us who are outside Nigeria still didn't know about freedom fighting. You are bringing it to our doorstep.
Yes.
We thank you for this, Prime Minister.
Now think about
I want to use this opportunity also to say to you, in the past 1 month, if you have observed that on this Twitter space, new recruits of these Nigerian agents spring up.
And is still
most probably they have sensed that we are more closer. We are much closer to our December 2nd declaration. Prime Minister, please, what do you have to say about this? Because these new recruits, there are much and coming out more and more. Please,
he went and kidnapped that guy and killed him.
Like you said, you will know that.
And this man is a right-hand man of
issue warning about the possible attack and propaganda. They started springing up, so you shouldn't be surprised. Why are you surprised that talking about it? What should we do? As I've already told you that this is going to happen and this is happening.
And because this is part of them. The same thing that happened to this Meme. October. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu brother. Nobody talked about it. No
Prime Minister.
He was detained for 3 good months.
Irrespective of these attacks coming up from all these saboteurs, Nigerian agents, we see how powerful you become. And this draw me back to the very beginning when you started your broadcast. You say, bring out the best. You told the Nigerian, bring out the best of the best you have. And the more you attack me, the more I get stronger. Prime Minister, are you still expecting them to attack you more?
Like we have done. I am here to see. We don't discriminate. Like, you know, and I wish I would see something very interesting, because that's where my, even if you don't support Biafra, So I'm here to lawyer for her. We want to use her to make somebody that can statement actually match up to Nigeria. And to those who think I want to see them cajole and bully Biafrans all over the world. Attack me with something that is realistic. That time where you bully Biafrans is over.
Yes.
Except I want to see exposition of Simon Ekpa. Even if the person have attacked me before, I will like expose Simon Ekpa. That's what I want to see. And I'm not as a Prime Minister of Biafra. That is me.
Prime Minister.
That now. I have done it in the
Prime
past.
Minister. Thank you. Before I end this my conversation with you, I want to say we are seeing the good work of your cabinet members, those who are representing us both in the Washington and those carrying out their duty which have been assigned to them. I want to use this opportunity and this medium to say thank you to all of them. And may God continue to strengthen them. The Minister of Communication also, I want to use this medium to say thank you to each and every one of you. And may you continue to excel in your various assignments. Prime Minister Kachuku Goziuno.
Thank you very much. And I'm very happy that everybody is observing.
That's the heart of a goat, the heart of a leader. And that's Amaka.
Exactly. Everybody's working. Every department is functioning. As I'm talking to you today, Amaka has our government, Nigeria criminals, IPOP criminals.
Yes,
she has blocked all of them. Our government. Nobody can have access to her. Okay? It's work for the people and everybody.
And the video she made, she was not actually insulting you or talking against. She was insulting those that, especially there's one criminal in. They say he stays in Venezuela. He was insulting them, asking them if they are stupid. Why should they ask her to make a video to talk against somebody which she was talking about you, to talk against you, and send to them for them to post?
We give the power to the people, and the people vote. And just like you said in your broadcast here this evening, that on December 2nd, we will receive signature from the people to give us mandates to represent them. This is true democracy.
Because I listen power to the people. I listen to the. That is why nobody will ever, social media.
Yes.
Look, you see, we have Nigeria. They don't know. Nigeria privacy. I don't have that.
They don't study. They don't
know anything. But leave them.
The government of Biafra will be there for
her until their eyes will open, including providing. You see, whatever she needs, the Biafra government will use her as an example. We don't make it is not the time we do saga on social media is over. Now so let them look down on us. You know when we and that's why how many of you remember? What we
I remember
is to provide evidence and to support whatever she has said. Nobody is supervising it. It's the UN. But look at that many people, even Peter Obi, begin to retract from his statement. You remember that Peter Obi condemned
exactly.
In the UK, the same UK, it was after the government of reporting and telling filmmakers to keep an eye on the Biafra self-referendum. That self-referendum when Peter Obi retracted from his statement. Every other person is taking it seriously because they know that perspective. So we set an example and we set exactly. And that's exactly what we have to market Nigeria, and they never expect. They don't even know what is going to happen. Just wait until after December because an attack on her.
We did too. It did show. Thank you, PM. Thank you, everybody.
Anytime thank you so much. Is bullied by Nigeria government. Is a bully from Biafra people, and that's how I see it. So it does not matter whether she supports us or not. But I believe that this will teach her a lesson. Understand that there is only one hope, which is in Biafra.
So attacks on
thank you, sir. Now, lastly, I was happy when I heard you talked about the eternal Edwakanono and of course the amnesty, those who are taking amnesty, and you promise when you come to
eternal Edwakanono have started Anambra. Is it not happening with a very ruthless eternal Edwakanono started? When they have understood that
yes, that one you are right.
To get freedom. They are happy those that are making all those nonsense on social media. I got Doha canon. They tell you, oh, we are traders. We are this, that.
Yes.
People are telling
so will you now mention the communities as you promised when you come on space? Is it now?
I will not mention the current. They know themselves. Oh, Igbo people are known for business. And I believe they listen. Why is Igbo people known for business?
Thank you.
Thank you, Biafra United. Can we take one or two more questions, sir?
In fact, they condition you to go to buy and sell today. You can defeat them in one of the
we die here.
Thank you.
Okay, we move. Let's give the veteran in the house. Thank you so much, Prime Minister, and unmute yourself. Continue to increase your grace and your anointing.
Yeah, thank you, thank you, thank you. Please, I don't know whether my voice is coming out.
Your voice is coming.
Okay. Yeah, thank you so much, my Honorable Minister of Information. Thank you so much, Deputy Minister of Information.
My special greetings to our
Prime Minister. I want to salute
Simon
you.
Njoko Eba Mejuebuago. May our days be longer.
Thank you,
And
thank
also
you, thank
greetings
you.
to
Please,
every,
I don't know whether my voice is
all the
coming
government
out.
officials. Special greetings to every one
I
of
want
you
to salute
that have
you, especially for who you are, for what you are, and for what you represent.
Please
There
allow
are
me to
two
say
things I want
to thank our Prime
mention
Minister. Please,
here.
others
One, I want
have
Biafra
been
to
doing that,
reflect
okay?
on one thing. Then
Moving
second
forward,
is,
please,
I
our
want to
Prime Minister,
re-echo
my
one of the
question
things you
goes like this
said
because
in
of time
your
factor, I have to make it
opening
brief.
remark. What I want Biafra to reflect on is Biafrans.
Because of this
Biafrans,
our sister,
please,
Amaka.
can you imagine the
Now we
situation
have
we
a
would have been
government
in
that are very eager
if
and ready
after
to protect
the
each and every of us.
kidnap and the
Is there any
rendition
way
of
you
our
can come in
leader,
to
and there was
showcase
nobody like
everything
our
that this
Prime Minister?
Nigerian Islamic
Can
terrorist
you
government
just
has done
have
to
a
Igbo people,
reflection
both
of what
verbally
you
and
think would have
otherwise?
been the situation,
That we help Amaka
knowing
as well
fully well
and let
that
the whole
the
world know why Amaka
IPOB, the
acted the way she
PLC Limited
acted.
Nigeria have
Because
sold
as I
out.
come, please, that
And
is my question.
if our
There
Prime
any way
Minister
you
did not
can,
take up
the government of
this
Biafra can
assignment,
come in?
what do you
Because now
think would
it's
have been
government
the
versus
position
government.
now? Can
Because
we just
Nigerian government is
reflect a
involved.
bit? Just
The
have
House of
a
Senate
very
and the Representative is
sober
involved.
reflection.
It's like you
What would have
just
been
want to
happening
talk.
today?
Thank you.
Then the Biafran struggle would have been silent. Then Mazin Nnamdi Kanu would have been indefinitely forgotten.
Yeah,
Probably would have died.
I'm following up
Because the oxygen that is still giving him life
from
today
the Abike Daberi.
is the fact
Nigerian
that
government
he's
should be involved.
hearing the exploit
So what
of our Prime
what
Minister.
exactly are you trying to say?
So, my Prime Minister, I want to thank you immensely
if you are
for
here
what
now,
you are doing for us, for taking up this tax.
when we are very little.
Thank you. Did we lose him?
There are something you mentioned. There are something you mentioned in your opening remark.
We provided,
you said before now
and we are ready to
we have been on this freedom struggle based on our grievances and our pains.
You just want to talk.
But come December 2nd, Biafrans would have given you a mandate of over 50 million votes. Not 50,000,
Prime Minister,
not 1 million. 50 million votes.
And I know the government is
mandating you to fight for them.
That intervene to protect Amaka.
Fight for them. And so I want Nigerian government, I want Asurok, I want non-Biafrans, I want Biafrans to take note of this.
So what are you here?
That for the first time, we have a government with over 50 million votes, giving him the mandate to fight for them. And like you said, with that mandate, we now have a legitimate right to do whatever we can do to make sure that Biafra is restored. So I want to thank you. I want to appreciate you. I want to say from my heart, I love you. Please continue what you are doing for us. We are all solidly behind you. There is no shaking. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. You have Biafran's mandate. God bless you.
By this time. Now, just remind them that 50 million has voted. Without
and in democracy, and in democracy, we say majority will have their way, while the minority will have their say. So by December 2, majority will have their way. So whoever is ranting after that,
thank you. Thank you for giving me the opportunity.
Wow. Wow.
I greet
Thank
you,
you
my
so
Prime
much,
Minister.
my honorable Prime Minister. I love you.
Thank you, veteran. Go straight to the point, thank you. And somebody just entered in, and I'm going to give you the mic. Our own.
It's not like a question, but
1,700 people on this emergency space today.
Awesome.
The Biafra now, the Biafra freedom.
Yes, good evening.
Think that.
Good evening,
I don't
PM.
know.
Good evening, everyone listening wherever you are across the globe.
Sorry, the thing.
I was busy
it's not
with
coming
other
out
things,
as I want to
and I
ask
never
you.
knew that we were on space. I'm sorry for coming late. So, Prime Minister, thank you very much. You have given us a voice, boldness. You have also given us
It's
power
like
and authority.
my fears.
I'm telling you,
You're
what you did now, you
the
may
way
not
Nigeria
be able
is
to,
now,
maybe if you are to see half of the
structure of
distance, you
Nigeria
may not be
with
able to see it.
foreign,
But I think future will help you to see what you have
foreign
done
countries,
for
the way they
Biafran people.
treated Nigeria.
And
I hope
on this, I will say
our
thank you very much.
alliance
Thank you.
with other
The victory
foreign countries, the West,
that the Biafran Defense
they
Forces
will
secured
not
today
take advantage
is
of Biafran
quite
like the
unimaginable.
way they did in this
Very, very
country called
unimaginable.
Nigeria.
Let them
And
take advantage.
you can see the zoo are not talking and they're not reporting it. This is not. This is just for today. The 2 to 3 days victory, past victories, they are not. They didn't even report it.
Now we are fighting
And
for
Biafrans
freedom.
are aware of it,
now,
especially those who are living within that very area of concern.
Okay,
they are very much aware of it, but the Zoo media choose to stay silent.
I have an encounter
so that
with,
they can give to the world the impressions that there is no war going on in Nigeria. There is war going on. And that's why Soludo cried that since February, there was no thing coming into the account of NNPC. He is very sure saying it because simply there is war against Nigerian economy.
No,
there is
not
war
me in particular.
against
Not me in particular.
Nigerian states. There is war against everything that Nigerian represent. And who is waging this war? The Biafran people are waging war of liberation against them under the auspices of the Biafran Republic government in exile, which Simon Ekpa is the prime minister. And if not for prime minister, this thing wouldn't have happened. And he came at the right time, and God knows why he came at this very time. So, Prime Minister, we are very proud of you, and we are so much proud of BDF.
My question to you, sir,
BLF,
I have a couple of questions, but let me start with
the Biafran Naval Forces, who have already taken over the Bakassi Peninsula. There is a great news coming from the Bakassi Peninsula as I'm talking to you right now.
Oh my God.
There is progress in this. And this is giving Biafran the assurance that December 2nd is sacrosanct. Nigerian government has already started preparing their bags to leave before December 2nd because they know they no longer secure support from Europe. They no longer secure support from America. They run to China where they are owing billions of dollars to Chinese government. And there is no help coming from there because Chinese government cannot borrow them a dime.
I don't see that
again.
possibility, but I just
they are
want
looking for a way to
so that you can clear that.
retake whatever they have borrowed to Nigeria, and there is no way to do that because Nigeria oil is no longer drillable. Drillable in the sense that the Biafran forces has already taken over all the drilling points, and it is no longer happening.
Okay, can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, I said, if ever the Nigerian government decide to put referendum in their constitution, because they are now saying that the one you are conducting is being conducted by a non-state actor.
And they ever few days to come, they started releasing press statements. Soludo investigate.
Okay, if they ever decide to say, okay, we have put referendum
Soludo investigate.
In our constitution,
Investigate what?
and they want to conduct for the
people. Why is
people, will you
investigating?
jettison the one that you spend so much resources to conduct? That's number one.
You mean after they have killed our people, we are going to listen to their nonsense?
And karma hold on them on that very day. And look at the polo they are putting on. Does that imply that this is the work of the government in exile or the federal government in homeland? So karma has taken hold of them, and it is a real testimony and witness against them in any court of law, both heaven and on earth.
So who is the you know, the thing is that they don't know how brutal we are. Somebody like me, I have from
was it Nigeria?
So I'm not the kind of person that are going to talk about constitution. Which constitution? How are they going to write a new constitution?
Take over Nigeria. How many of you remember many months ago where that threat was issued on social media?
You just sit and write, and you know, okay. Remember, constitution is something that involves everybody, including referendum.
Yes, a reserve.
Right? Now, as I'm talking,
yes, a reserve. Yes,
that dam has been confirmed. Did they accept?
You know the flood that is destroying Borno State today.
Nobody knows where the flood.
Borno State.
Borno State. Jonathan was the president. Organized, you see the entire book of sitting president has been released by the flood. Everything they believe could be a solution as a then. It's going to sweep the entire northeast and everywhere. Just believe me. So today you want to tell me today. People don't know where it's going. Our own destroying everywhere. They must have opened the accept it, either in peace or in pieces. Go ahead. We're already in pieces.
Okay, sir. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you.
You think we are going to remember today? That dam destroyed. Open. You think we are going back? You know when they were threatening Nigeria, right? Okunigwe bombed about 20 of them. Now we are going back to start investigating. I don't think the flood in Borno State. Yes, from the dam. They must accept our referendum. We have
complete destruction is coming upon these people
our problem.
If they do not do the needful now, and the needful is heed to the request of the Biafran government, Republic government in exile. Number one, withdraw your barbarians. I don't call them soldiers; they are barbarians. Withdraw them from our land.
And fight.
Yes, said terrorists. Secondly, recognize the self-referendum that was
peacefully so much, and I believe the Nigerian government have intelligent, my second question to you, sir, which have number B part,
recognize it. Then you have peace. We have the funds to make sure we save you from natural disaster. Your area is desert. So, it is not a green for a rainforest or a green forest or whatever.
The Prime Minister in one of your information you made us to understand.
Let me understand you first. They say you have
so, Prime Minister, we have every right to stand tall and taller to make sure we do the. We must show these people impunity that they show us in 1967 by blockading wherever we're supposed to have help from.
You know, Deputy Minister San should answer only 2 questions. So I have to make number 2, A and B, so that it will fall within that same 2.
Noted.
So, my Prime Minister.
Thank you very much, sir. Thank you.
Yes, number 2A, sir. The PM, you tweeted some time ago that the Finnish police foiled 5 kidnap attempts on you and the 2 assassination attempts. I say kudos to them. And I want to ask you,
greetings. Am I coming
Finnish
out?
police, were they able to do this because you are one of the influential citizens of the country as a councillor in Leti? Or is it how they are functioning in the country, irrespective of any citizen of Finnish? They have to defend it with everything that they have got.
What I have is not like a question because you are doing everything right. I don't have any question. I don't have anything to ask or to check on. You are doing right. All I have is a message for the Biafrans, and I would like you to permit me to pass this message.
Make it very clear.
Please.
Go ahead. But it is not a joke. We're going to have the same system.
Wow.
Thank you, my Prime Minister. I must say kudos to the Finnish police. They are exceptionally and wonderful in their discharge of their duties. Now, the big question is this. You accuse the Nigerian government of terrorism against you and the Biafran people. And it's the same Nigerian government that is coming on social media to tell us that they are working with the European Union in order to extradite you. They have not been able to make comment concerning this accusation you made against them.
So let us continue.
Okute, it seems like we lost you, Okute. If you get back, we will hand you the mic. You get that? Let's move.
I get that, and I believe they get it as well. Thank you so much. I have other questions, but let me give on for other. Thank you.
Okay. Good evening, everybody.
Good evening.
Am I coming out, please?
Of course, and that is why I'm worried.
Thank you, Pastor Von. Okay, let me just make it very snappy. Thank you. Prime Minister, good evening from here. I want to ask a little question because you know, the zoo, as we know, they are very backward people, and they don't easily give up. Even on something that they know they can't win, something they can't even accept a defeat. So please, I want to ask a very short question. Our BLA, as we approach the 2nd of December, and on the day of their declaration, we have talked about the changing of flag and what have you. So please, I would want to know if it is possible. I don't know, but I just want to ask if it is possible to make a change on the BLA uniform, because you know, as they said in the time of our fathers, where they changed to our uniform, came into
I will make
claiming
it
to be
1, 2, and
and they started
2A, only 2A. Thank you.
No, I just want to know if there's a possibility for that. So we hope on that, please.
So, for people who don't know him, David Nana is the liaison officer of the Biafra Republic Government in Exile in Gambia.
Wow.
He's doing a very good job there.
Mozambique, sir. Mozambique.
Mozambique. Okay. All right. The media team.
David, is that a round of applause?
Maybe to highlight that picture.
I don't know where they get all this from.
All right, thank you. I hope I'm coming out clear, please.
Help us get the picture.
Your Excellency, Prime Minister of the Biafra Republic Government in Exile, Mazi Simon Ekpanjoko, I thank you so much for your great job. And I want to go straight to the question. But I want to draw your attention
so I just have this question
to the current challenge
from our PM
on Twitter, which has been trending
so
since yesterday.
The first is I saw this video.
I don't know
YouTube,
if you are aware of it.
And I was wondering, I don't know how true
trend
that video
or
is,
challenge is,
but
that
it has to do with
the Afon Jazz are the ones
declaring
now
December
telling
2024
us who
as
to
a date
use
for
his
the
name
division of Nigeria.
or who to use his picture
it is not our business
for our struggle and of course our fundraising.
All right, so PM, my next question
they are
and
now
concern
saying,
is
according
the
to
recent
the
report
tweets
by the
which
US
I have seen
government
already,
that